Welcome to Mystic Moons. Must be something with the timing I have. Every time I do this, I have a cat meow. Meow, meow, yes, I hear. We all hear. Anyway, we'll get started in a little bit, in a second or two. Hello. Hello. No. I am good. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for the likes. I've been meaning to get to Aquarius for a while, but sometimes. Hello, Royal Beastess. My cat says hello too. This is a reading for the Aquarian collective. Anybody with significant Aquarian energy. That could be an Aquarius sun, an Aquarius moon, an Aquarius rising. Well, it definitely could be Aquarius in your social placements, Aquarius in your Venus, Aquarius in your personal planets, Aquarius multiple houses or multiple planets, right? There are many different, Aquarius is your signature sign. Many different ways you can go and be affected quite deeply through the energy of a particular zodiac sign. Anyway, for those of you with strong Aquarian energy. Let's go and take a look and see what kind of message is in your energy. Now we have just reached Aquarian season, which is interesting. It's interesting looking at the energies of particular signs during their season. Definitely the universe celebrates you for coming into the world. And keep that in mind too, particularly when you're in your season, that the universe once again celebrates the gift of bringing your light to share with many others as you go through your day, as you go through your life. So happy birthday to all the Aquariuses out there, the Aquarius suns, and to all the other Aquarian placements. Anyway, yes. I almost wonder if I have to go and get my kitty cat, though, give him a treat or something before I do this reading, or if he's going to serenade us all with his little sweet meows in the background. Little high-pitched, crystal clear, bell-like, insistent meows. If he does a few more meows, I am going to take just a quick pause and throw some food in the bowl. Which I think that must be his ultimate goal. He's trying to get food out of me. But give me just a second. Give me 2 minutes and then we'll start. Okay. So I have fed the cats. Everybody got some food. Of course, it was quick kibble food. It wasn't like it was anything special. We'll see how long that keeps them quiet. So Aquarius. Let's go and see what's the message for Aquarius at this time. I have 7 of Swords, Aquarius. 7 of Swords, which is Aquarius energy. 7 of Swords with 8 of Pentacles. Aquarius working out the conventional path. Also, too, applying yourself conventionally. Conventionality, Aquarius, is not really where you could make your greatest gains. Innovation, Aquarius, take an existing foundation, and what can you do, Aquarius, to reinvent it? Maybe it's that existing foundation could be your routine. It could be perceptions that you've had before. It could be the skills that you've utilized up to this point. Think about it, Aquarius. Basically, what we have here at its core message. Now is the time, Aquarius. You know the fundamentals. You know the classic what should I say, the classic applications of life or interaction, maybe of goals. We'll take a look and see how this develops. But Aquarius, now is the time for you to innovate on what you already know, what you use, what you practice, what you think, how you speak, how you act. Following the path set by everyone and following the path expected by everyone, Aquarius. Well, there's more interesting ways of living life, and there's more interesting ways of achieving success. Some things to think about. So that Seven of Swords also has, let's see, well, a little bit here also in this energy, Aquarius, of conformity. Three of Swords, Nine of Swords, Two of Swords, Three of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. Aquarius, think about it. With what you've done so far in life, the hopes and the dreams and the the plans that you have been working towards, how much of the way you've operated to gain those or to work through those, Aquarius, have been towards what's expected of you, or trying to align yourself within the expectations of another. But following the diligence, let's say the excuse me, perhaps well-meaning advice, guidance from others on what to do in order to achieve success. For you, Aquarius, it can only take you so far. Also in this energy, Aquarius, once you understand the concepts, the fundamentals, the basic tools of operation, the rules of whatever institutions or whatever boundaries that you're currently operating in, it's enough to know that and to know what's expected. How can you, Aquarius, then innovate and build upon what you know? Because following within the lines, coloring within the lines, Aquarius, ultimately is not what your gifts are meant to do. So we have Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords, Aquarius, is a very fun energy to be in as long as you're the one enacting it. And as I said before, Seven of Swords is Aquarian energy in the minor arcana. So I have the Fool, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, along with the Page of Cups, clarifying our Seven of Swords. So we have strong Taurus energy coming out here. Aquarius, maybe you're dealing with someone with strong Taurus energy. I would say strong in this energy. I almost want to say sixth house placements as well, but we could definitely say sun, moon, rising. Could we be referring to a time as well, Aquarius, of spring? I don't quite know yet. We'll see how this plays out. I don't quite yet know if timing with Taurus season comes out. All I know is we have significant Taurus energy. What I will say, Aquarius, is I do read my Fools as Aquarius. So we have some strong Aquarian energy here between the Seven of Swords and the Fool. Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles here definitely speaks Aquarius. What kind of innovation can you make right now? Aquarius, definitely following in the line along with others? Is it really where you should be? If anything, Aquarius, think about it this way. You should be defining those lines, not just for yourself if you feel compelled to, Aquarius, or if you have the influence to do so, but for others. But I definitely have here, Aquarius, very strong leadership, very strong innovative energy. Now is not the time, Aquarius, for you to color within the lines. Page of Cups, bottom of the deck energy. Well, we have a confidence of self. Six of Swords, of course, is also Aquarian energy. But what we have here is a blooming of self through the past experiences, past choices, also too the past confidences, Aquarius, maybe the past assumptions that you had and held, and have seen how that has stood up for in your interactions with other people as you progress to your goals. You've gotten a stronger sense, Aquarius, of where your core lies, where your particular balance is best utilized. And with that confidence, Aquarius, a confidence in self, that's precisely where you should now think about moving outside of bounds. All right. What shall we take a peek at first, Aquarius? I am interested in the Fool, but I'm actually going to hold Fool off. Let's go and take a look at Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. Also, too, let me say, Aquarius, sevens could be relevant. Maybe, well, think about it. Do you have any sevens right now in numbers associated with you? Maybe your life path number is a 7. Maybe you're dealing with somebody who has sevens prominently associated with them in some way, whether through numerology or otherwise. We can also think as well, Aquarius, with these sevens that are coming up and the fact that sevens could be relevant. You know, sevens are transformation energy. Once you've reached a vibration of 7, change is necessary. You can't necessarily rely on the routine and what's been done before. There's a change because you yourself in 7 energies, you yourself have outgrown certain dynamics, whether it's the dynamics of the environment, the dynamics of the people around you. It's time for you to evolve, and therefore things will not quite fit as easily, as smoothly as they once have. And I'm also going to say, Aquarius, in this energy of sevens that are coming up as well, it's not like it's immediate energy that you have to act on right now. What you're being asked upon doing is to go and consider where you are and consider how you'll move forward, but moving forward in a new way. How will you assert yourself, Aquarius, in a more expanded way? Seven of Pentacles also gets a Page of Swords in the Sun. You definitely have a little bit of time here, Aquarius, to think about things. Four of Swords being here with a Seven of Pentacles. Two of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Sun. But nonetheless, Aquarius, this is telling me that whatever you have accumulated thus far, Aquarius, now's the time to think about how can you position yourself in a better way. Also, to what daring action that you haven't felt comfortable to do so far, Aquarius. For whatever reason, you haven't felt supported or confident enough to take the bigger, bolder steps, to say the bigger, bolder things, to say the things that change relationships and dynamics, Aquarius. What have been those things that you have been sort of swallowing down? Take another look at the environment that you're in, the characters that you're working with. Because Aquarius is an avenue now for you to assert yourself in ways that you haven't before. But it has to be done carefully. You definitely have to be observant of both the words you choose and the actions you take. When I say the actions you take to Aquarius, think about this in the energy that we have here. Does it necessarily have to be something forceful? It could be a light touch, it could be a strong touch, but you need to go and figure out just how to move. When we're talking about impact, sometimes a heavy hand isn't necessarily needed or most effective, but it definitely requires you to be very observant of the situation and all the knowledge that you've learned up till now. Anyway, Aquarius, you definitely have some room to make some changes. Not necessarily changes across the board, but when you start moving in one area, Aquarius, that will definitely ricochet or cascade into other facets, other areas. Very good energy, Aquarius, provided you plan well, are observant well, utilize what transparencies people have revealed to you so far well. Six of Pentacles. I have Five of Swords. I laugh because Five of Swords is also Aquarian energy. Queen of Cups. Queen of Wands. So a couple things could be going on in this energy, Aquarius. Of course, we're reading for the collective. Of course, a couple things could be happening in this energy, right, when we're dealing with readings for the collective. At one level here, Aquarius, what I have is engagement. Not necessarily ring on your finger type of engagement, but when you go and you occupy the attention of another, that sort of engagement. And Aquarius, one could say that you could find yourself interacting with people who, at the very least, have been busy with their own concerns. Aquarius, in this energy, you can find that you yourself, busy with your own concerns, could find yourself being reached out to interact actively with another. I definitely have interaction and engagement with others. Some group or some party, some person, Aquarius, that's been very focused on their own business. Their own business seems volatile and exciting and dynamic enough to warrant their full attention. But I see that world expanding. So whether that's you, whether that's some people that are coming to meet you, we can see. But I definitely have a reaching out, which I'm going to fold those back so I don't read them again. So 7 of Swords with our 6 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords is Aquarius energy. I have a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Wands. So as I said, there's a couple of things that could be happening here. One is overall it's engagement. Aquarius, this is trying to, and I'll take a step further back, Aquarius, and say we could be dealing with 2 people. Could be dealing with 2 women. Could be in this energy. But what I get from this most strongly, Aquarius, with a Queen of Cups and a Queen of Wands, I have seeking engagement, seeking to go and make someone care, make someone interact, trying to get one's attention. The best way to get attention. So also think about this too, because this is a collective reading and the energy that's going on within your collective. How can you direct, or what kind of energy, Aquarius, can you direct towards you? Just like Aquarius, if you walk into a room and you can raise the heat up so that wearing sweaters, for instance, would be very uncomfortable. You know, in one way, you could say, you know, I am hot, you know, sweating, etc., or I'm cold, but it's also a shared experience through everyone who's in that room. It's an environmental change. And since what I have here under 6 of Pentacles at its highest level is attempted engagement, how to make someone pay attention, how to captivate, make someone care, make someone engage, make someone build, make someone extend outside of their comfort zones in an authentic way. Definitely in this energy, Aquarius, this could be someone reaching out to you. This could also be you. Well, I do feel, Aquarius, overall the message is for you to gain a greater footprint, to innovate. And of course, in doing that, Aquarius, you're changing the games and dynamics of the people and environment that you're working with. So obviously this is you also reaching out to others. But 6 of Pentacles here definitely has the energy of getting attention, getting someone to care, and how to do that effectively. I will also say to Aquarius, again, with a 6 of Pentacles and a 5 of Swords, we're not asking for anything fast to be done. It's all about setting the right stage, really appreciating timing, and really paying attention to the cues and opportunities that are given to us by the life right now, and how to make best use of those openings, of those avenues, of those meetings, of those quiet moments, of those moments where people or situations reveal what you need to know in order to move effectively. Now, this is about going forward and extending yourself to others, but doing so, do I say in a very controlled way? Definitely a very observant way, and not being impatient. And I have the Fool. Fool, I have the Moon, Ace of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. So Aquarius, excuse me, I feel primarily what I have in my hands is a life reading. There are aspects on here that definitely speak about your public image, which could also be relating to work. There definitely are elements here that speak of also to your personal home life, or your personal life, your home, and how you build that out, who you build that out with. You know that there are messages of that in here. And Aquarius, for this sort of stability that allows you to grow, allows you to thrive. Also, too, Aquarius, a type of stability that really recognizes and appreciates your unique gifts. Whatever you have been building up so far, I feel that's been good. But now, Aquarius, it's time for you to think about how can you move outside of convention. It could be as simple, Aquarius, as if for instance, right now, what you're feeling, you are going slower on, and yet also wanting to progress on. Maybe it literally is moving forward in a work environment. And you can think about now as a time, Aquarius, not necessarily where maybe you present yourself to your coworkers or your manager or even your director, but maybe now it's time to go to the owner, or one of the people who work above whoever would be supervising or noting your work, right? Maybe now's the time to go and jump outside of convention, jump up levels. I don't know if I quite see movement here of actual physical location. I mean, I see changes, and I see changes that you can implement, but I feel like there are changes that you can implement with what you've already been building and working towards. If this refers to people, Aquarius, well, definitely how you or who you are dealing with. It's time for you to evolve those relationships, to evolve the expectations that they have of you, especially if you have been reining yourself in to conform to the expectations that people who are important to you have. I'm not saying anything about, negative or positive. It's just simply being more authentic. And as I said, there's innovative ways in which whatever you have also been working on, it needs to grow. In Aquarius, if everyone follows the same recipe, the same precepts of interaction, how things are supposed to be, where is the growth for it? Where is the vitality? And that's something that Aquarius, one of your gifts, is you bring vitality to what you care about, what you're working with, where you are, how you see things. And that vitality is necessary, Aquarius, for growth, regardless if it's at your own individual growth, Aquarius, the growth of those who are partnered around you, the growth of the work you do, Aquarius, the growth of the community that you're in. It's all connected. Anyway, we have the Fool clarified by the World, Ace of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. You know, it's writing your own rule books. What you feel based on what you have perceived and learned so more. Aquarius, you need no greater validation to build than that. Someone has to be first. Someone has to set direction, or at least present the option that such a direction exists. And it's time for you, Aquarius, to see what can you present, what can you illuminate to others. What directions, Aquarius, have you not walked down yet and explored, but the ideas have been within your head? What new paths, Aquarius, can you point to? Can you discover? Take your time and think about it, Aquarius. Again, the energy I have here is not asking, very much not asking you to be rushed, but it is asking you, Aquarius, to plan for it, to strategize for it. The future, Aquarius, that you want must be planned for in real time. Everything starts with an idea. And with those ideas, Aquarius, you can start thinking about what do you have on hand to start to move towards that. Aquarius, I could say signs, but I don't really feel like this is about any particular type of person in general. As I said, this is about how you interact with others. Definitely there is engagement coming, both you engaging others, others engaging you. Well, that's a given. Energies that we do have here quite strong, Aquarius. We do have very strong Aquarian energy, followed by, I guess, some Taurus and maybe some Cancer. And one could say as well, with the Taurus energy that has come up, well, again, we're talking about how do you make use of what you have earned right now and apply that, Aquarius, towards what makes life beautiful for you to live. What brings beauty for you? And magnify that, build that, grow that, honor that in your life. Aquarius, if you appreciate my time and energy, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. Aquarius, I will leave this up for a little bit of time. Do I like cats? Yes, I do. I've always had cats. I have this many cats. I think I have right now all the cats I can handle. But maybe down the line, I might go and get another cat. I like to get a Bengal. I've always admired Abyssinians. I would like to get a chocolate point Siamese and maybe another seal point Siamese. I think Burmese are beautiful kitties. something in my throat. I just need water. But of course, right then and there, it's like way too many cats, right? But if I got another cat, I'd probably either get a cat that I found. It should be a little Mogi, or I get a Bengal. Anyway, if anyone else likes cats, you're more than welcome to share. But I actually think I'm good on cats for right now. I am outnumbered. And I have lots of kitty meows always going on in the background. Anyway, thank you for your time, and I'll leave this up for a little bit. Bye-bye.